Today, Luna Classic is once again being evaluated for two important suggestions that appear to have passed. Would you be interested in a KYC and actual labs needed for every developer involved with Luna Classic? Watch this video, and we'll fill you in. I think we're up to the challenge. Hey there, buddy. What's going on? As promised, we're back at the Coin Series channel to talk about the typical two big concepts and the impending 6% price change in Lunar traditional volume. There is much to be joyful about. Please know that we will make every effort to clarify things so that you can grasp what's going on. All things considered, though, the Bitcoin market is presently quite unstable. The price of Bitcoin has recovered part of its losses sustained during Jerome Powell's 60-minute interview, during which he detailed the Federal Reserve's intentions to lower interest rates, following its recent breakout above $43,200. Many were hoping for rate decreases this month, but it looks like that won't be happening. The market cap, on the other hand, will hover around $1.6 to $3 trillion. As we go down the list, we see that we are back in the top 100. Position 94 is in a terrible spot in the conventional two-day steady move. Now is the time to be loud. Obviously, it's related to the burn. We'll take a look at the burn soon. Even though our move was 18%, it was 40% lower than yesterday. Even at $100 million, though, that's still an increase of about 8%. 1103, due to the current vintage cost, everyone is curious about what's going on. This change on Luna Classic has some rationale, and we'll try to explain it. This video has already stated it. So far, 2 proposals have been put up. In the last 4 weeks, the team at Genuine Labs has completed end-to-end testing into chains, fixed problems with the packet forward middleware, and put the IBC hooks into place. Consequently, the Authentic Laboratories community and all L1 developers have reached a major milestone with the mandatory KYC. About $16,000 has already been spent on this project by the team. Just in case you didn't remember, we briefly discussed this before and how important it is, and how it may influence the chain. Overarchingly, it appears that they have already done the groundwork, and a large number of people have voted in their favor, which is encouraging news for the prospect of continuing the task. The pricing has changed somewhat during the past 5 weeks. They may be onto something here. The only question is, will they follow through with the job before we pay them? Another positive development is that they have been honest in providing updates every 2 weeks. This bodes well for future transparency regarding their behavior. In the framework of the relationships between Commonwealth nations, even though production has dried up and slowed significantly, we would still like to see this plotline progress. After all, everyone is curious about the potential repack of USDC. This one, I just don't think we can turn down. Once again, we find ourselves gazing into the future. Previous payments totaled $150,000 and this one, the mandatory KYC, came to $16,000, not bad at all. Ultimately, it's quite interesting. This type of development is currently causing division among the community. But it does make the chain somewhat transparent. The second question is whether or not all developers on a particular chain use KYC. Is it important to keep in mind that Know Your Customer only applies to one party in a chain or contract lock? I'm uncertain. I don't know the answer. When it comes to decentralized apps or anybody wanting to build on the chain, things get a bit fuzzy, but the important point is that if you have to come in KYC, it means you're coming with good intentions. People simply won't do it because of the precarious nature of the situation. Consider it. It is still a very risky business to get involved with, or even own and build, a new classic. I can't say for sure if it will achieve that goal or not. It might not be the worst thing ever for L1 coders, who are well compensated and will receive a monthly compensation, as part of the Know Your Customer, KYC, requirements. The decision to save the KYC data offline on an EAES 256 encrypted drive should have been obvious. The key point is that Know Your Customer will only be used when problems arise. I guess this reassures the Luna Classic community and investors alike. At this time, we have limited information regarding the origin of the price movement. Nevertheless, we can confirm that a significant quantity is being relocked on the channel. After 2 days of seeing it, this must be fantastic news. With each restatement, more and more individuals begin staking when the price decreases. They do some research and discover that there is a 21-day vesting period before they can restake, I believe. Some interesting choices are available through the staking mechanism. When deciding how much event voting allowance to provide validators, keep in mind that they are interested in the significant changes happening on there. In case you're interested in trading your favorite cryptocurrency, keep in mind that we're now working with Fair Desk on the channel. You may trade Bitcoin futures with leverage of up to 200x and all your other favorite cryptocurrencies including Litecoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin on this fantastic platform. The description includes a link that you can use to enroll and finish the KYC procedure. There will be 2 $25 winners as well. You may check out the Fair Desk trading platform for yourself with the free trial that's included in the description. You can potentially profit from cryptocurrency holdings or earnings from futures trading. This place has a lot of stuff. I already mentioned that you should look them up, the description has the link. Please fill me in on the rest of Reuniclus's current status. We mentioned briefly about the burns, and it's great news because our maximum total is at a respectable 61.52 billion. We recently had a balance burn of approximately $2.1 billion, as you might expect. In my opinion, the turtle in lockdown is not the one in question, rather, the burn narrative chart is crossing between Luna and Luna Classic, which is a major development under ustc. As you can see, Binance has risen to the top of the D-Funk, and certain key burners have arrived and are continuing to burn. My sincere apologies, but that DF link is actually the second instance of stock and maxi theft. Having more of these discussions would be great. Burning Luna Classic continues to promote the Luna Classic plot even after CZ has moved on, thus it's hard not to think that Nance still has more in store for us. Contrary to popular belief, we are actually maintaining our pricing support levels. As I mentioned before, these past 2 days have been really amazing. The 50-day exponential moving average, which I strongly advocated for, was not rejected. But the 200-day moving average in the 109 area is still a clinging illusion for me. We are anticipating a price push and subsequent rebound off the 10,655 support level, as market sentiment is currently favorable for Lunar Classic. It gives us a huge advantage in the market again. As a positive story, it would be great if we could get up to 13 mark and maybe even further, maybe even the 16th, if Bollinger Bands tighten again. This would give us a push to the upside. In my opinion, there is still a long way to go after consulting the MACD, which is a useful tool at any time. As always, we will keep you updated on this channel, but things are starting to fall into place after the Classic to give us some good vibes. There will be an upward surge after that lovely little MACD crosses. Like I stated previously, subscribe, enable notifications, and hit the like button if you're a long bull and want to see this data and the price move. Get the message out. Although many believe we've reached our endgame, I believe we still have some exciting things in store. Everyone should understand that. Please let me know in the comments if you believe it is still ongoing, as always. Before I conclude this video, I would appreciate hearing your comments on the matter. I would be truly grateful if you could subscribe to my channel and give it a like. Goodbye for now.